Hello, this will be like a tutorial for how can we like solve the exercises. Maybe we can go from the first three blocks. So yes, we have this encrypted message, and what we want to do is we want to know what's the representation of these numbers into letters. So in order to do that, we're going to decrypt first. Okay, so the first thing we need to do is, let's go here, and then the upper part is we need to know the value of n. Okay, we need to know the value of n. So where n is equivalent to p and q. So the value of n as per the given will be p and q, which is 47 times 53. So 47 times 53, so n is equivalent to 47 times 53, 2491. Okay, 2491. After we find the number n, what we need to find next is the the uh, the value of d. Okay, so we need to know the value of d. So in order to do that, okay, we need first to find the value of nn. Okay, remember that p, q, and c are given, so we need to know the value of nn. So nn is equivalent to p minus 1, q minus 1. Okay, so nn is equivalent to 46 times 52. So what's that? 46 times 52. So it's 2392. So nn is equals to 2392. After we find nn, what we're going to find next will be letter d. So this is the most important part in what we're trying to do. We're finding to find the letter d. So in order to find the d, what we're gonna do is let's try to copy this command on an online Python compiler. So we're not going to calculate it manually. Okay. So let's maybe use this one. So okay, so in order to find d, we can just copy the code by Sir Bob. So the value for p is equivalent to what? Equivalent to 47. The value for q is equivalent to 53. Okay, then the value for c is equals to 5, right? So these values are coming from here. We're just using this as a reference. Okay, so this is like really the main problem here. So 47, 53, and 5. Then after that, we're gonna find for nn. So nn is equivalent to p minus 1 times q minus 1. Okay, so let's check if we're able to find the right answer. The value of nn should be 2292. Great, so that's correct. Then let's going to find uh, the letter d. So okay, for d in range 1 to n. Okay, which means for d in range 1 to 2292, we're gonna loop here. Okay, x is to c times d modulo nn. Okay, then if x is equals to 1, then that's the answer. Okay, print D. Okay, let's check. So according to here, the value for D will be 957. 957. So this is just the variables that we need in order to get started. Okay, so the next thing we're gonna do is to reset our mind, empty our cups, and let's try to start decryption. Start decryption. Okay, so we have this first block, right? We have 2150. So what we're gonna do now is to decrypt this block. Okay, just for example, 2150. So in order to decrypt this block, we need to follow this process. Okay, so let's go to online and find for um, modulo. I mean, what's the term for it? How can we find the product of modulo? I don't know. Modulo with exponent, I think. Yeah, power mod calculator, modulo with exponent. So you can do this is go to your encrypted message 2150. So your exponent is the letter C, which is I mean the exponent is the D, right? So the D here is 957. Okay, 957, and the modulus is the letter N. So this is the modulo, this one is the letter N, right? So it's, what's the number again? It's 2491. Okay, so let's click compute. So we have 1620. Great. So this is now our decrypted message. Okay. Okay. Then let's go to the second block. 0134. Okay. Then equals to you're just gonna do this 0134. Right? Then the exponent is the 1. And the module is this one. So yes, what we're gonna do is click compute. Uh, 0134. Am we doing right? Yeah. 0134 mod. Okay. Compute. So it gave us an answer of 13, right? So if it's 13, okay, 13, let's add 00. Remember that the value must have the size of 4. Okay, decrypted message. Okay, so let's use the other one, 1852. So let's just plug it there. Okay, let's compute. So 1920. Decrypted message. Okay. So let's check now what's the letter representation. So 16, 20, divided. 16 is, what's the representation of 16? So we have Q. Okay, Q. What's the representation of 20? We have U, right? What's the representation of 00 or 0? We have A. Okay. What's the representation of 13? We have N. What is the representation of 19 and representation of 20? We have T and U. Okay, T and U. Wow. So what you're gonna do is you can continue this up until the end, and then you'll be arriving on a message. Okay. Thank you.